Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you have joined me today. Just thought I'd just give a little chit chat today. I meant to get on here last week and it just didn't work out. Let me tell you, grief is hard. It's just hard. Any way you slice it, there's no easy way, no easy path, you guys. As most of you know, my father passed away in October the 2nd. And I was his primary caregiver, and he lived with us for the last 6 years. So we have a huge void in our house, but you know what? We are managing. We're getting through day by day. We did finish painting his former bedroom, which is now going to be hubby's, well, initially it was going to be his man cave exclusively, just a room to relax. But now he's decided he's also going to make it his home office. His position at work is changing, and so he used to work kind of a hybrid schedule, some at home and some in the field, but now it will exclusively be at home. So we're just trying to, finish up the room, and I was so happy to be finished painting, you guys. Paint is messy, and it takes a lot of work. I love to roll. That's the easy part. And that's about what I did. I did some cutting in, but hubby primarily did around the ceilings, and then my son, who lives at home, he did around the baseboard. So that was awesome. It was really a team effort. So I was really glad to be finished with that project. So we've now moved his desk over into that room, and he's slowly getting set up. We're preparing for Thanksgiving, as I'm sure you guys are. Can you even believe Thanksgiving is soon upon us? My sister and her husband are coming from Pennsylvania, as they always do. So we're excited to see them again. And so we're trying to get the pull-out couch ready that's in the guest room and all of that. Just get things tidied up and ready for their visit. Very excited. I did buy the ham the other day, and we just need to get the turkey. We have all of the sides except for the fresh items. So that will be exciting. It's always nice for the kids to come over. I hope you guys are getting together with family or friends, and we'll just enjoy the day, just giving thanks to God for his many, many blessings, because truly God is faithful no matter what we go through. He is the friend. He is the God who walks beside us through the ups and the downs of life. He never will leave us or forsake us, and for that I am grateful. Let me tell you, sleep has been an issue, you guys, and it doesn't matter what I do, it seems. Some nights chamomile tea helps, some nights not. Yesterday, in good news, yesterday I had my grandson, and we had so much fun. Oh my goodness, didn't sleep well the night before. But what else is new? But oh my goodness, he loves his new walker, and he's 9 months old now, and he just moves around so fast in every room. He loves the freedom. I don't think it will be too much longer before he'll actually be walking. His balance is improving seemingly by the day, but he just loves rolling around in that walker. And we definitely need to get some locks on our kitchen cabinets, because he was definitely investigating. It was so cute. Oh, he is so busy, but just pure joy to watch him just be so curious about things around the house. He loves to go by the secretary in the formal living room and just flip the handles. He loves to make noise, the louder the better. Such a boy. But he is precious, so cute. So yesterday was definitely a fun day for this Grammy. But I hope you guys, like I said, are preparing for Thanksgiving, and hopefully you'll have just a day surrounded by family. That's really the blessing in this life, is just to be surrounded by friends and family, and the love that we share with one another. in terms of our next holiday, Christmas, which will be here before you know it. Have you guys put up your tree yet? Oh my goodness. We still have fall up. And in years past, I would have perhaps put up we have two Christmas trees that we put up. One in the living room, well, the family room, and then one in the dining room, which is in the front window. So I always like a Christmas tree that you can see from the road. So it's just nice. But in years past, I would have put it up by now, but I just didn't feel like it. Low energy because I haven't been sleeping. But I thought I would put it up after Thanksgiving. So we will enjoy it for, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks or so. A little after the first of the year, probably. Hubby is always the one who is like, no, leave it up a little bit longer. And I'm like, but it's like the second week of January. But yeah, we'll get the trees up. You know, some people really don't like to put up Christmas decorations too soon. Others like to put it up, you know, the 1st of November. I say whatever floats your boat, whatever brings you joy and peace and happiness, go for it. You know, we definitely have been listening. We are always listening to Christmas music around here. My husband is Filipino, and he said in the Philippines, they begin listening to Christmas music when in the Burr months. So basically from September on, September, October, you know. So that's really cute. But hubby and I have always enjoyed Christmas music. It doesn't matter the month, really. It's just so cheerful and happy and very nice. And of course, we're celebrating the day that hope entered the world when Jesus was born. So that's an exciting season. I hope you guys are excited too. I've just really been thinking about simplifying life, simplifying Christmas, etc. And one way that our family has decided to simplify things is, you know, our 3 kids are grown now. We don't have any littles except for the new grandbaby. But we decided to do a Secret Santa exchange this year. So I made up these little 3x5 cards. So we'll complete these at Thanksgiving time. So wish 1, wish 2, and I guess if all else fails, what kind of gift card would you like? And then we'll just put all the names in a bowl or stocking, whatever, to draw names at Thanksgiving. And then we all will have one person to buy a gift for. And I think that's a great way to just simplify things, make it easy on everybody. You know, as the family has grown, 2 of our kids have spouses, so that's an expansion. And just, you know, the older we get, I mean, what do we really need, right? Like I said, the best gift of all is just being together. So I'm excited about doing the Secret Santa this year. In years past, I've kind of balked at that in a way. Not that anybody had brought it up sooner, but in myself, I've entertained the idea, but I didn't like it because I like to wrap gifts, lots of gifts. Of course, when the kids were little, oh my goodness, they definitely got their fair share of gifts. But I think it's a matter of coming to terms with reality. The kids have grown, the family is expanding. This is very practical. And you know, you don't want to be, I don't know, overwhelmed with gifts that maybe you don't want. I am, in other news, I am really just sifting and sorting through things in the house. It just seems to be a good time to do that and just donate some things. I've put some things up for sale on the marketplace and been selling some things, just trying to get rid of things that we don't use or don't need. I read something earlier today that said something like, you know, why do we have such a hard time letting go of things and just storing them in a closet, basically. And isn't that true? Sometimes we may sift and sort and come across items, and we're not ready to let them go yet, right? Because we always think, well, what if, or one day, or I paid so much money for that. I can't just donate it. And yet we just store it in the closet and there it sits. So that doesn't do anybody any good. For instance, this past week, I sold a Dooney and Burke purse. That's my favorite kind of purse, that I bought 15 years ago. And I bought it on eBay eons ago, like I said. And I liked it in the picture, but then when I got it home, it was just too big. I just didn't like it at all. And in fact, I think I used it once. So I was able to sell it on the marketplace. And of course, I didn't sell it for what I bought it for, but I did pretty well, I think, for 15 years later. I mean, it was in mint condition because I hardly ever used it. So that made me feel good that I finally got rid of it. I can stop feeling guilty about spending so much money on it years ago, and somebody else can enjoy it. So that was good. The other thing I've been doing in terms of planning for Christmas and simplifying things is I always address my Christmas cards early. So this past week I did all 40 of my cards, and they're all stamped and ready to go. Just family, mostly family, some friends. But these are ready to go. So that made me feel good. My dad, in most every year, he has his Christmas cards ready to go, pretty much in the summertime. He starts in January, and that's kind of part of his office time. After breakfast, kind of mid-morning, he would go in his room where he had a desk, and he would address his Christmas cards, maybe one or two a day, so he didn't get worn out. And then by, the middle of summer, he generally has them all finished. So in sorting through his desk after he passed, I thought I would find some Christmas cards that he had addressed, although he honestly had not been very well since the spring. So for the longest time, I didn't find any cards. And then at the bottom of a box of unused Christmas cards, I did find some that he had addressed. He's so cute. A lot of them were addressed to different doctors that he saw. And then in another drawer, I did find a couple Christmas cards that he had addressed to family. So that was bittersweet to find those, but my dad was a planner for sure. So I definitely get that from him. My mom was definitely more of a procrastinator and probably by force, honestly, because she was a night nurse and didn't have much time. But I definitely got that trait from my dad. He was a big time planner. But, that's not a bad thing, right? I mean, it can serve to, help relieve some stress as much as you can do ahead of time. So, yep. So that's what I'm doing in terms of planning for Christmas. Christmas dinner for us, it's just us and the kids. My sister and her husband don't typically come for Christmas. So we really enjoy Thanksgiving with them, but it's just us, no extended family. Typically, there was a bug in here. Did you guys see that? Sorry. So Christmas will be perhaps a little more quiet, although this year, it's our first year with celebrating Christmas with our grandson. So he will be 10 months old the end of this month. So he'll be 11 months old, at Christmas time. So almost a year old, which is unbelievable. This year has flown by with him, and it's so cute because, I keep him 1 to 2 days a week typically, and every week he does some new trick. He does something else that he didn't know how to do the previous week. It's amazing. His balance is getting more sure, and his little feet are growing. I mean, all of him is growing. He's really stretching out now. But it's just amazing to watch the development and the growth, and he's just so much fun. He keeps me laughing, which is, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. But just wanted to check in with you guys. That's basically what's been happening in my world this past week, just trying to take care of myself. My son and my husband and I are doing the best that we can with this grieving process. There's no manual on it because it's different for everyone. I think the main thing is to keep asking God for strength and his help, and he definitely does help us. And we have lots of life to look forward to. So, we are not without hope. I love that scripture that says that, basically those who are in Christ, those who have Jesus in their hearts, we do not mourn like those who don't have Jesus. So we know that my dad is in heaven, and that we will see him again. So there is that, but there is also the physical side of grief where it's just such a loss. And a lot of days, many days, if someone would ask me, how am I doing? I would say, I'm fine. And then, like I said, my body tells me, no, you're not. Not so fast. So it's a process. It just is. There's just no two ways around it. But, I'm laughing because last week I couldn't sleep for the world. Hubby couldn't sleep. And then a little bit later, our son came out. It was 2 a.m. We all had like a family gathering in the kitchen, and we're all just kind of like zombies, because sometimes it's just like that. But we just support each other, and that is a blessing. My son came to my room last night, and he was telling me that he was rereading a Christmas card that my dad had written out for him. One of those Christmas cards that I found was for him. So he was saying that my dad had referenced a scripture in there. I think it was Isaiah chapter 40, I think. And it was those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will run and not be weary. They will walk and not faint. And he was just saying how much that meant to him. And he said, Grandpa, he was thinking about me. And so he started crying. I started crying. It was great. It's like I was fine before you came here. But you know what? As my son so wisely notes, tears are good. So we hugged each other, cried, hugged each other again, So we do support each other, and we find comfort and solace in that. And you know what? We just, like I said, take it step by step, day by day. I'm sure probably all of you guys have lost someone close to you, close to your heart. And if you guys have any words of wisdom, drop them in the comment section below. I'd love to read them. I'm all ears. Maybe we can help each other, because iron sharpens iron, and no one of us knows everything. So we just do the best that we can, rely on God's strength, and I am confident that he will see our family through. At Thanksgiving time, when my sister is here, my older sister, we plan to sort through the last few boxes of family pictures that my dad had, and there's probably only a handful in there that I want. So I'm hoping that she will take all of the rest home. I just kind of want to be finished with sorting through things. And then there are some other boxes that I'm hoping that she will take to our younger sister. So then I think pretty much everything will be dealt with out of his closet. So that is a huge relief because it's not so much that there was a lot of stuff. It's just a lot of details, a lot of business things to take care of, which we're still managing. There's just a lot when someone passes away. It just is. For instance, this past week, oh my goodness, over like a 3-day span, his former cardiologist office called, left messages that about his upcoming appointment. This is an appointment he scheduled probably, I don't know, 6 or so months ago. And so we kept playing phone tag. I would call and leave a message, which clearly they never listened to because I let them know of his status. And then one morning when I was actually asleep at 7:15 in the morning, they called to remind me again of his upcoming appointment. And I'm sure she could hear it in my groggy voice that she had woken me up. But I let her know that he is now deceased. And of course she apologized. But oh my goodness, that was a lot this last week. Just having to rehash all of that. I think I have canceled all other appointments. You know, I had canceled another one that he had with the cardiologist, but I guess not that one. So hopefully they will update their records, but it's always hard when you have to deal with things like that. But bit by bit, we'll get through it. But I wanted to get on here, let you guys know how we are doing, what's going on in my world. You know, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving, like I said, like I'm sure you guys are. And I just want to wish all of you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you just have a blessed day, a day filled with gratitude and joy. And until next time, I'll see you soon. God bless.